Okay, class, so many of you have heard of the story, Oh, the Places You Will Go. It is a very popular Dr. Seuss book, and I'm going to read you a little quote and show you a picture from it before we start playing this super fun game that we have. So, this is just on the board, Oh, the Places You Will Go, and I will read it to you guys as a class. So it says, congratulations, today is your day. You're off to great places, you're off and away, you have brains in your head and you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. So it is a great children's book. It is in our library too if you'd like to go look at it. Oh, the Places You Will Go if you have not read it. So we are going to be playing a game called Oh, the Places I Went or You Went. So it is a really fun game, and it's just going to get us thinking about wondering what we could be teaching or learning about today. So for this game, it is going to require you guys to kind of get moving and keep your actions up and your heart rates up just a little bit. So I'm going to be placing this document up on the board for you. You also don't have to read the document. I will be saying the directions out loud as well. So let me just pull this up for you guys. Okay, so we are going to be playing this game, and as you can see, I'm pulling up states. So many of you have traveled, and you can travel by bus, by plane, all the way. So the first one we're going to be doing is, if you have been to 1 to 5 states, you're going to stand up from your seat and you are going to be doing jumping jacks. So I personally have been to 1 to 5 states, and I'm going to be doing jumping jacks. And then if you haven't been to any, then you can just stay seated. You can cheer on your classmates, or you can just stand up and stretch your legs if you'd like. So I've been to 1 to 5 states, so I'm going to continue doing jumping jacks. I'm then going to call out if you have been to 5 to 15 states. So this is definitely a bigger one that I don't know if a ton of people have been, but again, you can travel by plane or by bus, walking, any way that you used to live there. So this one, you're going to try to tap your head and rub your belly. This is a skill that takes a lot of practice, so if you can't do it, just try your best. So the next one we're moving on to is 15 to 35 states. And if you have been to 15 or 30 in that range, you're going to do single leg hops. If you get bored, you can always switch to the other leg and keep going. Again, if you have not been, if you only went to 5 states, you can take a seat, you can stretch your legs, and just wait for your classmates to be done. We're just gonna kind of see who is the last one standing, not just seeing who's traveled the most. Then going on to 35 to 50 states. I'm going to sit down because I have not been to that many states, but for this one, just do an alligator claps. As loud as you can, or up like this. This is how an alligator eats, and you're just gonna do claps like this. So after that, the last question I have is 1 or more countries. So if anyone can name what a country is right now. So out of this country, the United States, has anyone been to Canada or Europe or Mexico? And if you have, I want you to march in place. Perfect. What a great activity to kind of see where everyone has been. And I am just going to tally those out really quick. So on our board, it looks like we had 10 people that were 5 tallied up here. We had 7 people here, and then we had 5 people here, 6 here, sorry, and then we only had 2 here and 2 down here. And that doesn't mean anything, but it just shows different places people have been. So moving on, I have a little bit of a question for the class that we can discuss and just read about. This is what are some of the things that you have noticed while traveling. I'm going to put this question on the board, but what are some things that you have noticed when traveling? You can raise your hand and we're just going to discuss. So personally, for me, I can type in on the bottom, I have noticed, and I'll add your guys on the board as you share them as a class, just raise your hand and wait respectfully, but I have noticed the different types of food. Whenever I travel somewhere, I always try to try something different because there's so many options, but we're just gonna keep going through this. And by the end of this list, I'm just gonna kind of get to the point that wherever you travel, there are different resources, different availabilities, different things that are available to you.